In this video lesson, we're going to talk about dividing polynomials by monomials. So we know a polynomial is an expression with more than one term, and a monomial just has one term. So in this example, this would be my polynomial, and this would be my monomial. So in this video, we'll go through how to do it in two different ways. The first method is using algebra tiles. So to use algebra tiles to divide polynomial by a monomial, it's the same as when you did division of monomial by monomials with the same steps. So our first step is to represent the numerator inside our grid. So in this example, my numerator is 9x minus 6. So if I'm going to represent that, I need 9 x tiles. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then minus 6 would be 6 negative x tiles, or 6 negative small tiles, which represent 1 each. So I've done step 1. Then step 2 is the denominator represents one dimension of the rectangle. So in this example, my denominator is 3. And if I look at my rectangle here, it could be this side or it could be this side. Which side is represented by a 3? And how can you tell just by looking at it? Well, the side that's going to be represented by a 3 is this side here. And I know it represents a 3 because it's all divided evenly into 3 equal parts. So now I have represented one dimension along one side of the rectangle. The quotient, or the answer to my division problem, represents the other dimension. So whatever goes up along the top here will be my quotient or my answer. So in this case, to represent my top part here, in order to make this x down below, so 1 times an x would give me 1x, so I need to put my x's across the top. So across the top I have 3x and then minus 2. And if we look at this, what's 9x divided by 3? Well, 9x divided by 3 is equal to 3x, and that gives me my 3x here. And what's negative 6 divided by 3? Well, that would be negative 2. So that's a hint to how to use algebra to solve this problem. Let's do another example with algebra tiles. Oh, and these are the steps for multiplication. So look at the steps on the last side, or hopefully you already wrote them down. So we represent the numerator, this one up here, or the dividend, inside our rectangle. So I have 4x squared plus 6x. So here I have my 1x squared, and you can see I have 4 of them. And then plus 6x is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then my 2x is going to be represented along one axis. And the axis I'm going to represent it on is this side here. And you can see it because it's divided into 2 parts. So that's my 2x. Well, then I think to myself, what would I fill in across the top here to make it work? In order to get an x squared, I would need an x here, because x times x will give me x squared. And then in order to get 1x here, I have to multiply this by 1. So the answer to this question is 2x plus 3. Now if we look at this algebraically, you'll see that 4x squared divided by 2x would actually give me 2x, and 6x divided by 2x is equal to 3. So let's look at how to do this without algebra tiles at all, just using algebra. All right, so if I have 28x squared plus 12x all divided by negative 4, I'm going to, oh, that's huge. I am going to start by dividing 28x squared by negative 4. Well, 28 divided by negative 4 gives me negative 7. And I don't have any x's or anything to use in my variables, so this will stay as x squared. So 28x squared divided by negative 4 is equal to negative 7x squared. Then it's plus 12x. Again, I'm going to divide my 12 by negative 4, and that will give me minus 3. So this is 7x squared minus 3x. And that's my answer. Next one, same steps. So I'm going to take the first term and divide it by my denominator, and then the second term and divide it by my denominator. So negative 16w squared divided by 4w. So negative 16 divided by 4 gives me negative 4. And w squared divided by w, remember there's a secret 1 here, so 2 minus 1 would be 1. This is equal to negative 4w. Then I have plus 16w divided by 4w. Well, 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. And w divided by w, they cancel each other out. So this would be a secret 1 and a secret 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So my answer, or my quotient, is negative 4w plus 4. Then number 3 is written differently, but it really means the same thing. In this situation, my numerator, the part on top, would be the first one here. And the second term would be my denominator. However, I'm going to do the same thing. So what's 15 divided by negative 3? That's negative 5. And k squared divided by k will give me k. Then I have negative 12jk. I'm going to write that down here. 12jk divided by negative 3k. Well, negative 12 divided by negative 3 is positive 4. And jk divided by k, the two k's will cancel out, and I'll just get j. Then I have 27k divided by negative 3k. So again, 27 divided by negative 3 is negative 9, and k divided by k cancel each other out. So the quotient here will be negative 5k plus 4j minus 9. That's all for now. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'm here to help you, and I'll talk to you later.